I'm the director of Le Gymnase. Le Gymnase is a national center for choreographic development, meaning that we have a national label with specific mission. Two dimensions. One is to work with the citizens, the population, to sensibilization to dance, and the other one is to support the choreographic artists in their work. And Dancewell is a perfect combination of both missions. I lead this activity in connection with all my wonderful team in Le Gymnase. There is 4 artists that we invite to be the teaching artists.
I'm a dancer and a choreographer. I have my own company for now 6 years, I think, in the north of France. And I've always been interested in working with non-professional dancers and sharing dance but art in general with them to share a different point of view about life and art. Personally, my grandfather had Parkinson, so I was interested to see that there are concrete responses in the brain through movement, and it was a new way of thinking about dance, movement and art.
I'm a dancer and choreographer in Lille. I have a company since 8 years. The fact that when we start we were 4 teachers discovering at the same time the same things at Bassano del Grappa. So it was 4 different choreographic approach. But somehow we develop a trust between us that it's really rare in our work.
With my other colleague, Alejandro, we have a company here, La Malagua, so it's really a pleasure to continue one kind of experience about mixing different publics, and I feel that is the movement, the power of movement that attracts my attention in different kind of bodies. So I think it's really a choreographic point that keeps me away in the project of Dancewell.
At the very beginning of the project, because it was a new way to conceive a connection with the citizens, we wanted also to change the governance. The idea is we need to change the way we as an organization implement an activity with the community. We need to give another kind of position to the artist, and for sure we need also to give a new key, new possibility for the participants to be part of a project.
Moi, je suis venue à Dancewell en suivant une petite annonce. Ils acceptaient de faire la danse avec des personnes qui ont des troubles de la mobilité. Et j'ai toujours bien apprécié la danse sans pouvoir y participer. Déjà à l'âge de 7 ans, il y avait école de musique et école de danse, mais l'école de danse ne prenait pas les personnes qui avaient un peu de difficulté. Je participe aux ateliers Dancewell depuis le début, il y a 3 ans. Et ce qui est agréable, c'est le contact qu'on peut avoir avec les autres, puis les autres qui prennent aussi soin de nous quand on ne sait pas faire tout ce qu'on veut. Sans a priori et sans jugement.
J'ai tout de suite eu le coup de foudre parce que j'ai découvert la danse assise. J'ai jamais fait ça de ma vie. J'ai déjà dansé avant quand je dansais debout. Pour moi, Dancewell, c'est une grande chance parce que c'est une démarche ouverte, positive, en plus très bien encadrée, avec des gens très très patients, généreux, et ça reste très unique de nos jours. Voilà. Et en plus, un projet européen, ça fédère toute une énergie, j'imagine, créative, une énergie quoi, enfin, vraiment positive quoi, qu'on ressent. Voilà.
J'ai continué parce que ça permet d'avoir une activité qui est bénéfique tant sur le plan physique que psychique, moral et tout ça. Puis on découvre les pratiques de la danse au fur et à mesure des séances et puis on se découvre petit à petit différentes possibilités auxquelles on n'avait pas pensé forcément avant de commencer. Puis ça donne des idées pour même me pratiquer en dehors de Dancewell et chez soi. Puis les ateliers se passent dans des lieux différents. Chaque fois, c'est une découverte de lieux qu'il faut s'approprier et intégrer.
To develop our Dancewell project, we start a connection with several partners. I'm talking about museums in different localities close to Roubaix. We also develop a conversation with l'Opéra de Lille, Palais des Beaux-Arts, and LAM. This is a modern art museum. We also open a possibility to be in a park, in garden, because our wish was to develop the dance classes in different places in which we can open our imagination and to be in connection with the beauty. On the second part of the project, so we have invited a choreographer, Alfredo Zinola, which is an Italian artist based in Germany, because he developed a very specific works dealing with the young audience, but also and mainly with the notion of care, of inclusivity. For us, it was a very good person to secure what we consider as a very specific need, to be in empathy and to be also in a very good combination with the teaching artists to make a new step in the Dancewell project and to work all together, participants, teaching artists and choreographer, to deliver what we called Dancewell, l'expérience publique.
I was invited in March to start to get to know the project, and from there on, so now we were in November, there were some ateliers where I would participate, and the goal was to do slow entering in the process, because the group had already consolidated practice of how they would work together, and the idea was that I would not come with something completely new, but I would insert my proposal into what they were doing already.
C'est quelque chose que je pensais jamais pouvoir faire, et puis j'ai bien aimé de suivre tout ce processus parce que on découvre un peu comment fonctionne une chorégraphie et comment on arrive à un résultat.
I choose what to work based on what I saw from the participant. And once there was an exercise with an improvisation with hands, that was very touching for me to see, but also for them to do. The level of listening was very high. We thought that this one was a nice element to share with a general public, and then the goal was then, okay, how to construct a performance around that. I thought that maybe something that could be interesting is to generate a structure where touch could take place between persons that have movement disorders and general public who might not know about that reality. I think that there can be a very strong form of encounter.
Le spectacle travaille énormément sur la lenteur et sur le... Qu'est-ce qu'il dit Alfredo? Il dit soyez lent et il dit un autre mot, et calme. Donc en fait, pendant 3 semaines, je me suis... Alors je dis pas que j'étais surexcitée avant, mais je me suis, même physiquement par rapport à mon handicap, je me suis complètement détendue et posée et calmée sur chaque acte, vraiment, sur chaque acte de mon quotidien. Ça m'a apporté une grande sérénité et un détachement par rapport à des parasites quotidiens, quoi, enfin, qui peuvent arriver. Ça nourrit l'esprit et le corps, en fait.
From the first day of rehearsal, it was clear that we were interested in researching on an improvisation by hands. But each performer had their own personal improvisation. So I proposed them to start to identify what are the strategies you are applying in order to generate this improvisation. To have a clear proposal then for the spectators too, in order to join. I thought it's important to support how every performer creates this encounter with the spectator. We start with offering a hand and how to do that. So we worked also on watching each other and valorizing maybe the practices and the strategies we saw that were the most functioning.
It was very impressive to see how the participants were open-minded, helped each other, very supportive to each other, and how they were not passive in this thing of receiving the teaching. They were really part of the process.
En fait, le pouvoir de la danse, il est énorme pour tout le monde, pour les gens valides ou non valides, notamment parce que là, on a quand même fait un travail sur une chorégraphie, tous assis, valides comme invalides, et on a travaillé qu'avec les mains. Moi, par exemple, j'avais un problème avec ma main et mon bras gauche, et ben j'ai pas improvisé. On m'a appris, le chorégraphe m'a appris à faire ma chorégraphie avec la main qu'avec la main droite. Je pense que c'est vraiment aménageable et du coup, ça peut amener une acceptation, je pense, pour tout le monde de son corps. Les complexes peuvent s'oublier, les mal-être psychologiques comme physiques peuvent s'oublier. Je pense vraiment que c'est un vrai pouvoir, la danse.
One thing that really touched me about dance well and that I learned is that they want also to create and to go further the boundaries. So for me, the point that I learned is to take care of the power of creativity and to continue to be free and push the choreographic strategies.
Dancewell is the first time for me that I have the chance to work with non-professional. To work with non-professional, it requires a level of clarity with your own practice that it's uncommon in my work. This is a big present from the project to me because it allows me to reflect on what I'm doing normally as a choreographer and to yeah, to understand how much I believe actually in the things I do.
I'm totally convinced that dance is everywhere and everyone is able to dance in every kind of situation and in every kind of body, and that we have all in mind and in our deep body a dance, okay? And this is the perfect definition of something that can be universal, because we don't need to share the same languages, we don't need to have the same background, but we can dance in every kind of situation. And dance well is the perfect definition of that very open possibilities.
Franchement, moi je suis ravie d'avoir rencontré Dancewell. Pour moi c'est une des chances de ma vie. Et j'aurais bien rencontré ça avant parce que ça m'aurait bien punché. Mais franchement en fait c'est des projets comme ça qu'il faut, culturellement je trouve qu'on devrait plus aller vers ce genre de démarche. J'encourage vraiment tout le monde à en faire et tout le monde à développer.